we say this all the time. We're in the business of storytelling. Right.
Mm-hmm.
A project before it goes into the ground is all about storytelling, whether it's using numbers to tell the story, whether it's using building information modeling, whether it's using VR, all these tools that we're building are to try to tell the story. But we're trying to tell the story without actually giving away the main characters too much. So that's an interesting part that you're also tackling in this process.
Yeah, it's all about storytelling. Listen, our customers are the builders. And so we want to give them the tools to tell the story that they want in the way they want. And so it's about giving them more tooling, and then they choose how they want to present that information. And so it's not, we don't want to unleash Pandora's box or change the practice. They present the information to their clients in the way they think is best.
Yeah, but I do think there's like a challenger sale tactic on that you're hitting on, of like the owner just asked for, hey, I just need a cost per square foot. It's like, yes, I'm going to give you a cost per square foot, but I'm going to back it up with a little bit more of my assumptions so that when you do come back to me with your requirements, if they don't match what my assumptions are, it's an easier story to tell you as to why this number is higher, why this number is lower. And so, yeah, right. Or is there a don't tell them strategy?
We want to go even further than that. So, and now I'll tell you where I think the paradigm shift is that I am really controversial in the industry. And most of the venture market is against me on this, but I'm right.
The audacity.
I'm right. All right. So it's not about just telling the story. It's about informing the design team so they don't go off the rails of what's included in that number. So when a client says, hey, I'm thinking about this, you want to provide them the backup that tells the design team more information than they ever gave you. So, and that's the problem with a lot of estimating is you just estimate what the customer gave you, and then it goes back to the design team uninformed to making decisions, and then you start doing this value engineering process. Well, what if we can condense pre-con by eliminating a lot of value engineering? And I'll give you an example. This is something that we actually do in Ediphi today. Is if we actually did this for a client, I can't say their name. They gave us 6 sheets and said, hey, what is this? What's this going to cost? And it's the classic, hey, multifamily development, this much gross square foot by floor. This is the unit mix by floor. And this is what the exterior skin is going to look like. Great. We were able to build out gross square footage, programmatically estimate it, the unit mix, and detail out every item that's going to be in each unit, along with like the finish schedule. And so all of those details, a detailed estimate we could do in about 2 hours. They can go back to the design team with a high fidelity estimate that they weren't expecting. Because in a traditional environment, you'd expect a schematic design would receive that level of detail, but why not take a schematic design and provide a construction document level of estimate?
Well, yeah, because in the old world, it would have been go find that benchmark project that looked close enough to that, divide it by the square footage, multiply it by the other square footage, and you got your number. But that is part of the problem, is that that would have been the most reliable number you had. And so in your situation, you're not only providing more data, but it's backing that up so that when they give you more information back, you're already having the right conversation. You're not starting off on the wrong foot.
Well, then that gets to where I think the industry should go.
Yeah.
I think general contractors, I think every project really should think about. So if you study target value design, you realize cost is an input. As I know you know, and as I know, cost
ding,
is
ding,
an
ding,
input.
ding.
Instead, we start with design. Why not go to the person who understands the cost, because they talk to the market all the time. So if cost is an input, then why not start with the general contractor and give them the tools to inform the design team? And so that's how we're thinking about it. And a lot of people are investing more and more in design automation without thinking about how it should be cost. And so the generative estimate, why not generative design? Why not generative estimating that informs the design?